And we're live.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey,
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Welcome to, productive streaming on Friday with the Naked FireFly and her co-host. So I am going to let everybody introduce themselves first. And we also have a new person. So we're going to welcome Miss Sherrell too, but we're not going to make her go first. We're going to make Miss Cash go first.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. You know me. If you don't, I'm KaShay. I write short stories and poetry and run a couple blogs. Today, I'll be working on that. And the first novel, which let the crowd say, is called what, y'all? I know y'all know. What's the name?
Jesus
never
never
went to college.
Yeah, Jesus never went to college. You see that? That's love right there.
That's branding. That's branding.
Right.
Oh, I'm next. Well, I'm Dahlia DeWinters, romance author. On the side, horror author, because isn't most romance the flip side of horror anyway? Happy Friday, everybody. I have no idea what I'm working on today. Probably some sort of short story to act like I'm actually using this keyboard. So good morning to everybody. Or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Greetings, people. I told you I was going to cut up.
Let me see. Okay, I guess I'm next. I am Sherrell Writes, or Trap, as all my friends call me. I am a first-time novelist trying to get this novel out. It has taken an incredibly long time. And I am working on a short story series called The Kids Are Not All Right. And despite the title, it will not be for children. It is completely horror and adults only.
Go ahead, Jace.
I am Jace Maxwell. My first novel, Blood Type, is in process still, and the second one is in the beginning portion of being processed. But today, I am going to be working on making notes for editing someone else's work.
Okay, and I am the Naked FireFly. I am a writer of romance, women's fiction, mystery, and middle grade fantasy. I don't even know why I pause on that one every time I get to that one. And this is my channel, and I will be working on, I guess, an outline today because I'm sitting here looking at like my piles of things I have to do. So I think that's what I'll be working on today. So we're gonna go ahead and say hi to everybody in the chat. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, not that hand.
Yeah, what are y'all working on today?
Let me say, yes, what are y'all working on today? Thank you. It's a Friday. So we got
working on making it to the weekend.
Hi, Nicole. She said no writing for her today, but she's still here. That's okay. You can sit here and chill and just relax with the rest of us. Eva is here. Eva, what are you working on today? And Devin is here. Devin, what are you working on today? And I do have a question for everybody while we wait on other people to respond and come in. We're going to try to do this a little different. I know usually I try to ask something writer related, but I wanted to try something a little different today. So what is your vision for the next year? Even though I know it's only March.
Like 2021?
Yes, I mean, that just seems like it's just so far away, but it'll literally be here before you know it.
We're going to answer it right now?
Yeah, while we wait on people.
It's like a pop quiz. Like, what?
I'll go. I got
All right, good. Jace got it down.
Okay, Jace, go.
I will have my editing site up, and I will be in business and actually helping people get their books in places where not only they're excited about it, but readers will be excited about it.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I like that.
Next year, I like to be querying and getting an agent.
Okay.
See myself with an agent next year.
Well, next year in 2021, hopefully I'll have at least 3 books out in the new series that I'm starting this year.
Whew.
Wow.
That's a lot of
It's
writing.
romance, though. It goes. Y'all don't know how many unfinished manuscripts I have that if I just sat my behind down and threw another 30,000 words at it, they would be done. So 3 books is not a
So
lot.
you get ready to put in them 30,000 words for them 3 books.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I want. Well, y'all know I'm moving. Well, you all know, but I guess everybody else. I'm making the transition from moving from Atlanta to Houston Metro, and so I really can't wrap my mind around anything but that right now. But my big writing goals: I want to have The Kids Are Not All Right out, and I want to have the first draft of my novel done. Synchronized Dreaming.
Okay. All right.
So those are my writing goals. Y'all
All
pray
right.
for me.
All right. My vision for the next year will to have at least be working on 2 more books to be published by next year, as well as having my podcast up at least before next year. But if we can get it up and popping by then, fine. Okay. So we'll see. Let's see what everybody else says.
I did have one more goal. I want to have The Asylum out. I want a maybe I don't know if I want it to be a podcast or I don't know if I want it to be like a literary magazine, like an online magazine, but I want it to be called Sherrell's Asylum, and I want to feature all things strange and paranormal and horror.
Awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, Nicole's working on her project. TIOH. I don't know. I don't want to mess that up. She's working on that tonight, even though it's midnight. So we're not going to keep you up too long.
Yeah.
We'll make sure you get your sleep. Eva is hoping to have a few smaller projects published under her own LLC, as well as an agent.
All right, now, Eva.
For 1, hopefully 2 other projects. Okay. And then Nicole next year is hopefully having a sequel for the project that we just talked about out. And that sequel has been waiting for too long now. I think that was Miss Dahlia was talking about how she got some projects just sitting there.
All right.
Justin.
Hi, Debbie. How are you? And Debbie's going to be working on a script for Wolf Moon, the webcomic. I'm telling you, like, you work on that. And I cannot wait to read this or see this.
I know, right? I'm excited.
And Nicole also wants to prep author website because she wants everything to be there, videos, blogs, and everything. Okay. All right. There is nothing wrong with that. Because next year I'll be here again. So I'm going to try to get everything done for that next year. That's okay. 4 years is not long. Nope, not at all. So if y'all want to.
Her voice all shaky.
College students, at least.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we can go ahead and get started unless y'all wanted to talk about something right quick. No?
I actually have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, so my son and I were talking about the Jersey Devil, and I don't know how many, speaking about spooky, paranormal, and urban legends and all that kind of stuff. Is there so we had the question, we know for a fact that there are Bigfoots running around, their family, they have little Bigfoots and all that stuff, right? But what about the Jersey Devil? Is he or she, do they have families? Are there more Jersey Devils, or is it just one that lives forever? Let me know in the chat, because I really wondering about that.
Now I gotta Google Jersey Devil.
Right, like I don't even know what you're talking about.
I've
It's
heard
a
of it
cryptid.
before, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Now I
Oh, a cryptid, that's right. It supposedly was the 13th child of some woman, and she was mad about having all these babies, and so she cursed the 13th one, and it jumped out of her and jumped up the chimney.
A dinosaur.
And it's like a goat, a dragon, and a horse all mixed up together.
That's just wrong.
That's
I
just
know.
crazy.
But is there more than one? Is it just that one, or did he find somebody and they reproduce and that they're like Jersey Devils around?
I don't know, because I keep hearing, I've looked it up before, and there's just so many different descriptions of it that I'm thinking maybe there's a whole bunch of them out there, and each one of them's looking a little different.
Maybe who they bred with made them look different, and they're evolving.
Mm-hmm.
Now
This
you're
is
gonna
very.
have me Google.
You're all three. You're all
Now get ready to Google.
I googled it and it just looks like something I would see at Fern Bank.
Hi, Dana. How are you? And y'all behave. um,
Dana says she doesn't think the New Jersey Devil is doing his job right. He's not as popular as a Bigfoot.
right,
He needs a better PR person.
right. Eva is working on poetry today for one of the unmarketable projects. She wants to sample self-publishing in various ways just to be informed on how the platforms work. Yeah, I agree with Dana. Like, I'm about to look him up all day, so that's probably why we're doing that first sprint, just researching the daylights out of him now.
So
yeah, I'm reading and I'm like,
So Dahlia, when is your series on the cryptid PR person coming out?
You know what? That's actually pretty interesting.
Uh-huh.
Like the monsters that don't get as much, because Bigfoot has shows and movies. I mean, they really have branded himself very well.
And Nessie too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because that was the big thing, like in the 70s remember that Leonard Nimoy show, In Search of, that used to scare little kids in the 70s? I know somebody remembers that show with Leonard Nimoy, In Search of. That used to scare me. I knew Nessie was like in the toilet. Okay, I knew it, and all these gas between Nessie and Jaws. Forget it. No water for me.
Oh
I was
my
like, you want to go down to the
goodness.
shore this summer? No, I'm not going out to the shore. Nessie's there and Jaws.
It's
Oh
funny
my
you say
God.
that.
That is actually a pretty good idea, Jace. Believe it or not.
It's funny you say that because I'm to this day, and I am a whole grown woman with kids. I am afraid of fog because of that movie that came out in the 80s, Fog.
Yes, with Adrian Barbeau.
I'm like,
That's
no,
right.
the monsters are there.
Those people coming off that ship, Hal Holbrook and Adrienne Barbeau. She had that radio show at the top of the lighthouse.
Hi,
And those
BC
people
Brown
came in
Book.
from the I got it. Don't get me started on horror movies.
Hi,
Unless
BC Brown
you
Book.
don't want to do a sprint.
Oh, that's
Nicole,
okay. We gotta do our own.
Nicole said she wants to Google Jersey Devil, but she's got to sleep peacefully tonight.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock, not after 10. Okay.
Yeah. BC Books is
I'm
still
sorry, she's almost midnight there. Sorry.
Yeah. Brown Books is reformatting the anniversary edition of the Paranormal Mystery today, and a few marketing graphics to do. Nicole thought she saw Bigfoot in her country when her husband went on a motor ride. I don't want to know what Bigfoot is migrating. I'm good. Just
I'm all the way good.
What are the Bigfoot migratory patterns?
I don't want to know.
Woods and solitude.
Oh my goodness. And those who have just joined, we did ask a question earlier. You can go ahead and answer it while we do a sprint. And the question was, what is your vision for the next year? So we're going to go ahead and get Miss Dahlia, what you find.
No, BC Brown Books said the comics claim the persona of the Jersey Devil is rebranded as Daredevil in the Marvel comics.
I can see that happening. Because
I need to research that.
I'm about to say, because Stan Lee did a lot of that. He took a lot of myths and gods and stuff and put them into the comics. I can see that. So we're going to go ahead and get started on a sprint, a 20-minute one. Yay. And so you can write, you can draw, you can create, you can clean, take a quick 20-minute nap, do what you do. And we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. All right. How did everybody do?
I finished breakfast, so I did amazing.
That is an accomplishment.
I am in the middle of a comment on this review.
Okay.
I made 426 words, some for a blog post and some for rewriting chapter 1 and chapter 1.
Okay.
Get her.
I made it up to 600 words actually, and a little bit of an outline of the next section that I need to do on this short story.
Okay. I went down there and got butter toast, and I outlined 2 chapters. And then I text hubby for a bit. He's supposed to be working, but that's beside the point. So we're going to greet people who came in while we were sprinting. Michael came in. Hi, Michael. Got here late. His vision for the next year will hopefully be 2020. Haha. You don't have to be a dad. Make a dad joke. Anywho.
I think that's a requirement, though, to be a dad, isn't it?
I don't know.
But not to make a dad joke.
Roslyn came. Roslyn, right? I think I said that right. Came in. Just walked on the door. Yes, catch your breath. That is important. I had to do that when I came back upstairs. Catch your breath. Catalea was here. At work though, gave a thumbs up, hitting that like button. The rest of y'all want to do that, you can go ahead and do that too. Putting that in there. Yaz is here. Hi. Yes. Let's see. And we said good morning.
Hey, Yasmin.
Said morning to everybody. Michael is sick. It's well, I mean, we've all had the flu because I had it, and then Cash got it like what, a couple.
Last week.
Like last week, but I'm trying to like in between time. Like everybody is just getting that flu, and it's no joke. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's the you know what, the coronavirus. We're gonna call it what it was originally. I know that they don't change the name like 4 or 5 times. Corona then came in there and told them, "Hey, let's change that name." I bet you that's what happened.
They got sick of the memes.
Right. Y'all dropping our sales. People thinking they're getting this flu from just drinking our beverages. And we told Michael to take care of himself. Let me see. Nicole, here you go. Nicole wrote 724 words and finished chapter 3. You are better than me with midnight.
Nice.
BC Brown Books grabbed breakfast, fed the beast, and managed 4 pages of reformatting.
Nice.
Okay.
Eva vacuumed. Vacuumed is good. We got to have them clean floors and clean carpets. Debbie got 61 words.
Nice.
Then, Jace, I think this one was for you. About fixing your streaming issues so you can stream and work.
I didn't have streaming issues.
Oh, you didn't know. You didn't know.
I know what she's talking about. I get it now. It was processing issues with the computer being able to run multiple things at once.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. Got
More
you.
RAM.
He was
That's
like,
why,
wait.
that's
He's like,
exactly
no.
why I'm updating my computer.
Yeah.
He said
Because
no.
it's 4 gigs is not the best.
Yeah.
Only 4 gig. Ooh. 4
Right.
gig.
It hurts your heart weird.
That hurts my feelings.
My laptop died at the most inopportune time, and I had to get something, but didn't have the
Real
funds.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm feeling quite splurgerific. I'm gonna get a better PC.
These words you make up.
At my job, they say I have my own lexicon. I will come up with a word real quick.
I believe that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I just had to learn what I can and can't have open with StreamYard. Like, I have a YouTube window open that's got this stream in it, but I have it paused. So that's not taking up extra bandwidth. but I can see the chat as it comes in, and I have the Google Doc open that I'm working on, and that is it. Nothing
Are you
else.
using Chrome?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Chrome is a huge memory. I had to actually switch over to Mozilla because if you go to your task manager, Chrome, even with 2 or 3 tabs open, it will eat up some RAM like nobody's business.
Do you have
So,
issues
Yeah, I
with
use
Mozilla? Because I'm so used to using Chrome.
I know.
Because
See,
of
they
my-
suck you in. It's like a meth dealer. First
It's
taste
like a
free.
cult.
Yes, it is. No, but Mozilla will.
Uh-uh.
Mozilla and Opera will. I know Opera will is built on the Chrome platform, and it will import your extensions and all that stuff. And it runs a lot less lower. Doesn't eat up your memory like Chrome does. So I do Opera a lot.
I hate Chrome.
But I'm still Chrome is like my boo. But I mean, we just don't get along.
My problem is I play
It's
games
a
on
healthy
Congregate, and on Congregate, those games are not compatible with anything but Chrome.
Oh wow. Yeah, you got a memory eater right there.
Yep. You need to open up that computer and throw a little bit more RAM in there.
Debbie kept getting interrupted by the youngest. And I know that feeling. I actually, during the sprint, had to go down there and handle mommy business. But that's okay.
My youngest is right here. Right now.
Putting in some homework. Dana's putting in some homework from the writer's workshop to use. Michael set up things to edit his latest short story, but decided to do some email cleanup. There are several Russian girls that want to date him from the emails.
No way. Okay, you're gonna be on Catfish.
They're probably the same as the Nigerian princes want to date me.
Yes, yes they are.
Oh, see, they want to give me money.
Same computer. Oh, they want to give you money, but you have to go to the bank, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You have to send the fee over.
Well, for some reason, I don't have Russian women, but I have women from like somewhere here in Europe that are all in my email. I'm like, how did that happen? Like they be all in my spam. I'm like, I'm good on you. I don't even know how you got the
I
email.
don't need any Russian ladies, thanks.
I need you to walk away. Let me see. You see Brown is telling y'all to go ahead and smash that like button.
Hey.
I suggested it. You're being told. MERS and SARS are from coronavirus. They're saying that they're basically the same thing, just a different
They
name.
are.
Unless she's thinking MRSA, which is different.
I know SARS look, it's just basically a name and another name to just say, hey, don't get sick from this. That's basically what it's saying. Don't get sick from this. That's all it's saying.
I'm just amazed at the number of shelves that are empty of soap. And it was like, why were you so soap deficient before this all happened? Why were you not washing your hands?
I have a story. I used to be a teacher.
Oh, snap.
And there was this other teacher who, you'd go in the bathroom, you have to run in the bathroom. Elementary school teachers, you barely got to pee. So you'd run in there real quick and run out, I always wash my hands because you're working with 25 kids in the classroom and you don't know what they're bringing in there, what you're bringing home and all this stuff. So you always try to keep your hands clean. And I never trusted that antibacterial sanitizer. Mine was always soap and water, before surgery, all the way up to the elbows, and then open the door like this. But anyway, she comes in there, she uses the bathroom, and my hand to God, she turns the water on and does this under the sink and walks out. I was like, literally, she washes these 3 fingers. 3. I was like,
it's like, no, I don't need to borrow a pencil or anything from you. Don't come next to me.
Don't even pick up my change if it falls on the ground.
Right, just leave it there. Let me put it across the ground.
I was like, she did not just wash just 3 fingers. What?
No.
Wow.
That's nasty.
Actually, change is one thing you need to watch out for because that's where all the germs like is people. Everyone is touching that, and ain't nobody washing it.
Oh, I have Lysol bills and change. I've always worked in German places, so I will Lysol you if you cough too much.
Oh gosh,
and you cough near me.
I will Lysol you.
Okay. Hand to God, I got written up when I worked at FedEx for Lysol, and the lady, she complained on me. She opened mouth cough in my face as a knee-jerk reaction because I was already spraying down the area. I sprayed her.
She open mouth coughed in your face, though. She's lucky she didn't get decked.
She was an older lady, and I was in my 20s when I worked at like early 20s when I worked at FedEx. I felt really bad, but not really. Like, I don't
why
know
should you feel that? She open mouth coughed in your face. Ilk.
She coughed with her mouth open like she was a child. And I just did not understand the madness, and I accidentally sprayed her. And I got a write-up for Lysol. So
well, sometimes you got to take the L.
I took that L. I signed it like a champ. I was like, well, I can't deny it.
Did you spray the pen before you signed it?
When I was working in retail, I stopped my line once because this lady that had just left was coughing and sneezing on the pin pad thing. Ooh. And I'm like, okay, all you need just stay there. And I sprayed and wiped everything down. And I'm like, okay, now you can come. And they were just like, thank you so much for that. Because people have no consideration of other people.
They really don't.
Was coughing and sneezing on the
what was I gonna say? Oh, Eva said, the tip was nice about the computer, Miss Dahlia. And now we're talking about being clean and washing our hands. And here's the next question. What was your last self-care thing you did? Since that segues kind of into that.
Took a week off from writing.
Okay. Necessary.
I took a week off from work in the middle of training and told my manager, you can send her home or you can have her stack copy. I don't know what you want her to do, but I won't be at work. Because I was always that employee that accumulated hundreds of hours of PTO and never went anywhere. So I've learned that that's not a good model to have all the time.
Okay. Y'all can't think of the last self-care thing.
I
Dahlia and Jace.
Sorry, I ordered nail polish and expensive makeup.
Well, get sexy.
This is not an Amazon Sprint, Miss Dahlia.
The question was, what was the last self-care thing you did?
Probably my shower/bath yesterday, where I put a candle in the room and turned off the lights
and just got quiet. Okay.
I love those spa days.
When you read about Jace drowning in the tub, now you know why. Because he's leaving out. He had like a drink or like a glass of wine. Just slide right into the bath water. No regrets.
Hey,
I cannot with you today.
When the paramedics come in and they see me, they find me under the water and they find the drink and the candle, they know exactly what was going on and they know I died happy.
That's right. I regret nothing. I told y'all. Okay, I warned you.
Okay, what? I gotta answer my own question there. I can't. Let me see. After I recovered from the flu, I took an entire week almost just to recuperate, read, and take care of myself. Exfoliated and meditated. I exfoliated and meditated, and we just did some yoga. So that's what I did. I needed that. Of course, just recently I just did some cardio and about killed myself. But it was self-care. Self-care is important. Let's see. Let's go up.
I still haven't done that cardio video like at all.
You should. If you don't do it, I'm gonna warn you now. If you're not ready, don't be grown. Don't do the 30-minute video like I did on Tuesday. You will hurt yourself. Don't
I'm
do that.
not even gonna watch it. I know
Like
myself.
my back is the only thing that's sore me now. But literally, after doing that thing on Tuesday, from my neck down to my toenails, like I was sore. I could not move. Don't do it. You will kill yourself.
Did you
So
see the comment that said I
That's a
did
different
13
kind of
minutes
story.
the
You
first
feel
day,
it in your toenails.
17
That's
minutes the
different.
second day? It literally took this person almost a week to get up to the 30 minutes, and they were cool with it.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
But you know what? I was trying to be grown, and I was like, I got this. I can do this whole 30 minutes.
Mm.
And nobody was screaming for help.
Nah, your body was like, never again.
So BC Brown Books went to a public speaking event last night, and people were sneezing. Oh, we're talking about the sneezing and coughing. That was not the self-care. We're going to. Okay, so focusing on reading and having simple motor rides with a husband. And need nature to recharge. I do too, Nicole. I do too. And I realize that even though there's a lot of green here, there's not much nature here. That's okay though.
You got grass, but it's not pretty.
But that's the crazy part. It's so lush and green, but I don't feel that nature thing that I felt back at home. So I don't know. Anyway,
It's efficient German nature.
basically, I mean, even the deer here are small. They sitting there walking around the road. I'm like, that's some small deer. Like, what kind of grass y'all eating? Anyway, Debbie took a bubble bath.
You got dwarf deers.
I don't like bubble baths. I don't.
Okay. So crazy story time. You brought up deer. There is a homeless person that lives off my exit, right? When you get off the highway. Why this man got a pet deer? It's like dude. It's this scraggly dude. He has this wild hair. He would have signs that would say, "Can you feed me and my pet deer?" Like it would literally say this.
If he can tame that deer
in the daytime, like this was really his pet. And I'm like, how on earth did you get this deer, one, to be out in the middle of the day, and two, to just see that with feet like a dog?
Can you feed me and my pet deer?
And my pet deer.
That deer was doing just fine before he got caught up with you, sir.
We got the deer all off schedule. Deer
Oh my God.
No more.
Now we got the deer off schedule. I'm not.
That's not deer hours.
Those not deer hours. Oh, you got a sign.
Hey, Yaza. Oh my gosh, I can't with you.
That's not deer hours.
Yaza said he left social media for a month. I've never done it for a month. I've done it for a week. And it made a difference.
I left social media for a whole year and a half.
And you notice you didn't miss a thing. Did same memes.
Yeah.
I was so mad. Like, honestly, I like y'all and all, but if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be on social media because I'd be looking like, oh, let me get off of here. I don't want to read that.
Especially Facebook. Because Facebook,
yeah,
I know Yaza
Facebook
says Instagram is low-key the devil.
Facebook's the
Facebook.
devil.
Facebook is the devil's mama.
If you see me on Facebook, post on Facebook, it's like one of those rare moments because I usually don't like being up on Facebook. I'm gonna be honest.
I hate it more and more.
Right. Like the only reason why I really have Facebook is because of family, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's it. Other than that, I would not be on
Right.
Facebook.
People act like they can't actually talk to you. They need to see you on Facebook. Man, go somewhere.
Even makes herself sit outside on the nice days for self-care. I took time away from creative projects for a few days and brought myself a love seat. When I was back home, I used to go outside, and I don't know how many people heard of it, but it's called grounding. And I used to go outside and just do that at like 3 o'clock in the morning and just stand out there because it's so quiet and peaceful, and you don't have people all over the place driving and being loud. And it was just peaceful. I can't do that here. I can't get comfortable here. 1, it's cold. 2, it's cold. And 3, it's cold.
Well, don't they have summers in Germany, right?
I don't know. They say there's a summer. They said there was a summer here last year, but right now all I feel is cold. I try to walk outside and my toes felt like they retracted in and said, you done lost your mind. go back inside. And so I haven't been out there to ground. I'm good though.
Oh, see, I'm from Michigan. Dahlia's from Jersey. We that's just life for us.
I think Germany and Russia and places like that are a different kind of cold.
It's a different kind of cold.
It's a European cold.
It hurts the soul. It hurts the soul of your bones type of cold. Like you can feel that in the soul of your bones. It hurts. It hurts. It's okay. I will stay strong in my North Carolina pride. We gonna go ahead.
See, you're from you're not from New Jersey.
I am not. I am from all over the place. I am from wherever the military took me. I am from wherever I'm. We're just gonna leave it at that. My dad is Jersey. He is Jersey. I've been up to Jersey maybe 5 times in my entire life, and I sat there and looked at him and said, "Please take me back down to North Carolina. I love you."
A lot of people from New York, Brooklyn, and New Jersey are actually moving down to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a big migration thing from up here, especially Brooklyn, because they're gentrifying Brooklyn and Harlem, so they all moving down to North Carolina. I don't go below the Mason-Dixon line.
You're not missing anything. You're not really.
Oh, I know I'm not. I've lived in New Orleans. Woo.
Shout out to the people from the south of the Mason-Dixie line. Alive and well.
Let's do another sprint. That was a terrible segue, but we're gonna go ahead and go with it. So
I think Cash just passed out.
3.
I don't even know what I'm doing with y'all today. I don't know what I'm doing with y'all today.
You're with us because you're just like, ooh, community. Let's write together.
Right.
That's what that is. You're feeling
We're gonna go with that.
We're gonna go.
So 3, 2, 1. Sprint. All right. How did everybody do?
I'm at 680 words for the day.
Okay.
No comments. Not much I can say about that. Unless I want
There
to
she is.
Hello.
go into my critiques.
Okay. How did everybody else do?
I finished in this resume and now I'm just working on this cover letter.
Okay.
I'm at 773 for the day.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. And I got one chapter plotted out, but I'm over here about to pull my hair out because this is hard. Because I just want to go ahead and just start on the story.
Of course, time I start the camera, I would drop a vitamin down my shirt. I just want to take a vitamin.
Okay, so Dana had left and Nicole, I believe, had left.
So, what do you guys think of this? Because it's hurting my heart to make these comments because I hate taking away voice. But when the narrator is third person, so the narrator is not an actual character of the story, should dialect be removed?
Well, what kind of narrative? So
it's a third person narrator that's not actually a character in the story. So, but there's dialect in the descriptions. In this,
Does the person become a character?
no,
They're just not a character in this book.
no, it's not even a character at all. It's not a person. It's just an impartial third person, telling the story. So, but in like the description, there's dialect.
So the narrator's like a Greek chorus, is what you're saying.
I'm not sure. Define that.
Meaning, like when you had those morality plays back in the day, they had the Greek chorus who would come out and kind of comment on what was going on in the story and make remarks, sort of like Little Shop of Horrors, the Three Ladies.
Okay. Yeah, it's not
that.
like that. It's just a simple narration of the story. It's not any character. It's not anyone. It's not a person telling you the story that's commenting. It's just,
I'd probably just leave it because it's just you don't want to fight with the author. No, you know that's good. Well, I put it, it's if it really doesn't affect the story that much, I would just leave it in for flavor.
Yeah, well, like I said, it was hurting my heart to say it.
Yeah, I would just leave it alone. Or maybe even just ask about it rather than, I just wanted to know if, instead of making a comment in the thing.
I'd probably just make a comment that this is semi-colloquial language and that it's up to them.
Did you mean to do? Yeah, that would work. That would soothe the author's ruffled feathers because you don't want. I'm trying. You're like, well,
I'm trying to have my voice in here. I agree. I like having your voice in here, but it's difficult because it's characters that are not Southern, but the author is Southern, and the Southern is coming through.
Well, it might just be accidental.
I know. That's why I have to say, hey, this is...
Yeah, you sure you want to leave this in here or blow? Yeah, that would be the easiest way to do. Just wondering if this was deliberate or not. That would be a nice neutral comment.
Debbie got 42, currently stuck. Then I think Haley was asking about Jace's, is the dialect consistent? Michael got Michael edited in Hemingway and managed to add 3 words. And I think that, and then they were talking about what you had said, Miss Dahlia. Here is the last question for this sprint.
Pop quiz.
What do you like doing so much that you lose track of time?
Sleeping? No, not
Reading.
sleeping.
Oh, that's
Reading.
easy. Games.
Yes, I've easily that too. I've for the reading, I guess every writer is a reader for the most part. But for gaming, I recently got the Super Nintendo Classic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I spent an embarrassing amount of time beating Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past all over again.
That was a good game.
That was Ocarina of Time. I'm working on now because I hooked up my Nintendo 64. So to see my kids, it's kind of like a bonding with the kids thing. To see, like the games that I liked when I was a little girl.
I tried that with the Nintendo. My kids played me. They hurt my feelings, so I left it alone.
I'm way too uncoordinated for that kind of stuff.
We played Mario together, and they were just like, "What is this? What's wrong with these graphics?" I'm like,
well, see, my kids play Minecraft.
Mines do too. So I'm like, you do realize that Minecraft
by choice.
Right. I was like, you do realize Minecraft and Mario are almost the same. They're like, nope, we see differences. I'm like, go away. Just go away.
My son absolutely fell in love with it. He's playing the game now. That's why I had to put the headphones in because he's yelling at the television.
What about you, Cash and Jace? And Dahlia? Wait, Jace, you answered, right?
Yeah.
David.
Okay, Cash and Miss Dahlia then.
I answered.
You answered? Then Miss Dahlia.
I said reading.
I didn't hear you.
Probably reading.
Reading. Okay.
Like last night I started a book and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just read 2 chapters. And then I looked up and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just read till midnight. I look up, it's 12:09. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just read till I'm 50% through with the book. Look up, I'm 58%. You know what, let me just go to bed.
Let me just read the book. I'm done that. Let me just read the book.
Mine would be
Stop putting any restrictions on you.
Mine would be research. And I know that's probably like a nerd thing to say, but if you give me a subject, I'm about to go literally into a rabbit hole and probably more. Right. And not even if it's a web, if I can find a book on it, I'm about to read everything on it, whether it's on the internet or actual physical book. Right. So yes, my nerdiness comes out in that. Yes.
No, I was gonna say with the gaming, you get up in the morning and you put in 5 minutes of work into the game and you look out the window and it's dark out again and you're like, what the hell?
Wow. Yeah, gaming does do that to you.
Children won't let you do that because they will be like, feed me. When are we leaving this house? What are you doing?
And that's the crazy thing. So in my house, we have an entire day of gaming, which is Saturday. So the kids and hubby and all of them can literally go do whatever they want. And I am free for that entire day. But if I decide that I want to game, all of a sudden it's like, wait, we're hungry. Wait, we're thirsty. Wait. It's like, yes. So y'all literally did not think about me 2 seconds ago as long as I sat right here beside you. But the moment I'm like, well, I'm going to go play my game then. But you know what? I don't know people.
My children don't talk to me unless I'm on the phone. Like I can literally be in the room and they will ignore the daylights out of me. Let me get on my phone. They have all the conversation in the world.
They want to talk to that person too. Haley said sewing. Yaz wants to know if YouTube.
I'm so jealous that y'all can sew and crochet.
YouTube counts.
YouTube
50%.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no. When I started looking at dance videos for my main character for Jesus Never Went to College, I started looking at those. I looked up and I was like, I don't know how was the dance videos.
BC Brown book said YouTube videos as well. See, BC Brown also understands the nerdiness. I am a proud nerd. I am okay with that. Yaza, do you have any superstitions?
Want to answer that one, Cash?
I I have a few, but I've learned those from my family. But go ahead, Cash.
I got a lot. KaShay superstitious as hell. Not gonna,
A lot of mine I learned from my family, so I don't know if you really
Ditto.
want to count them as superstitions. I just did it because, like, don't sweep someone's
People's
feet.
feet. Yeah. Oh,
Like I learned
goodness.
that one, and I used to question it. Now I tell my kids that, and they're like, "But that doesn't make any sense. So can I sweep it back off and the superstition go away?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
We didn't talk about this at the delegation.
Right. We didn't get that far. And then another one I grew up with was don't put your hat on the table or something like that. One, I personally think it's a hygiene, but I know my grandma used to be like, don't do that. It's bad luck. Don't put a hat on the table. And
my grandmother did the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like you shed hair when you're combing your hair. You can't throw it away. You have to
burn it.
On the stove.
Yeah, I've heard that one too. Yeah.
And I was like, why are we burning hair? She said, no, because if a bird gets a hold to it and makes a nest out of it, you'll have a headache. Grandma, go to bed. I'm not dealing with you today.
First of all, that's a whole bunch of ifs.
Right.
There's way too many ifs for KaShay. Like, it's too much going on over there. I don't understand.
I'm like, Grandma, why is a bird making a nest out of hair? Just burn it. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it easier though to just burn it than to argue?
And my dad's side of the family, if a woman cuts her hair, it's bad luck for the entire family.
I'm gonna have bad luck for the rest of my life.
And my dad used to lose his mind whenever I cut my hair. He's like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm just like, "I don't like hair touching my neck."
I had grown out my hair for like 3 years, and I was working for USAA, and I was the only black girl. So like we had a lot of like black people jokes and stuff. So I decided to get my hair done. I was gonna like have it pressed, but I was supposed to go out and be out and about in the summer. And she was like, if I press your hair, it is not gonna be pressed tomorrow, right? Like it's not gonna work. So I was like, okay, well, just cut it. So I come back to work. This man from the Ivory Coast stops me and says, "Don't you know every time a black woman cut her hair, a little black girl somewhere cries? Don't you ever cut your hair no more?" I was like, leave me alone right now.
That is a new one.
And he was mad like the whole day. He's like, y'all see she cut her hair? You see she cut her hair? Like, boy, we're not even together.
I don't know what it is, but he used to lose his mind.
I think it's a guy thing. I think it's an infatuation guys have.
I don't know, but I know on my dad's side of the family, a lot of the women will not cut their hair until they reach like a certain age. But by then, their kids are gone, or like, grown and have their own families. So then they'll cut their hair later. But a lot of them, if they do cut their hair, it will not go like, it's no shorter than their ear. Like their hair is still here. So it's like, I don't like long hair. I don't.
I understand the burning the hairs that come out if you believe in witchcraft. Because in witchcraft, they can use that hair to cast spells on you.
First off, my grandmother didn't let me outside of the yard.
I was about to say, I know that can be used in voodoo as well as witchcraft. I know certain things like that can be used. And then BC Brown was talking about what happened to her Sunday. Sleep.
You just gonna have to break into my house to get my hair. I don't understand how you gonna get it. First off, to cast no spell on me, you gotta be around me.
There's another one, tossing salt over the shoulder. I've heard of that one. I've never seen anybody do it in my family.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Oh yeah, I see people do that all the time. Biggest one, the one my boyfriend gets on to me. Don't you split the pole?
Oh, that's right. Don't split
the pole. For that as a kid. Oh, don't go out with my cousin.
With my cousin, she would walk back and go the same way out.
Yeah, you have to go back around.
My boyfriend was like, so you just gonna keep splitting poles.
My grandparents used to lose their mind. Come back around. I'm like, what did I do?
We've already
I did have a brief stint as a child where I would not step on the crack because I was determined not to break my grandma's back. So like that was like a real thing. Lie.
I could be my life in Southwest Atlanta. All this ground was cracked. So when I would float, you stepping on all of them.
I was that child that would sit there and look at the crack and be like, I wonder if it's true.
Ah,
Can I touch it with my
With
pinky
the
toe? Like,
wheels turning.
See, I don't step on the cracks, but for me, it's because those oddly satisfying things. If your entire foot is not on the crack, it's satisfying.
what?
Okay.
That is the most random thing, Jay. I love it. I love it. If you don't step on the whole thing, it's very satisfying. You know what? You're right. I noticed how unsatisfying that was before then. I love it.
Eva was saying she doesn't move
I
her
move
room when she moves addresses.
So you leave the
I
broom at the
never heard
house?
that
Yes, so
one.
you leave. I've never heard that one.
I
Okay,
never
Brooms
heard
are
that one.
they ain't cheap.
but okay.
Hey,
There-
Scarborough, I'm taking that bad boy with me.
Yeah, thank you. Especially if
I
it's a
have-
good broom too.
I have heard of don't going outside during the eclipse while you're pregnant. I have heard of that one.
What is supposed to happen?
Right. I ain't never. Would you get a werewolf baby?
And that it's supposed to be bad for the
Cash
baby's
boy.
health or something like that. I hate to do
Turn her mic off.
I'm just asking.
Oh my god.
She's
That's
not
how the-
kidding. Don't
That's how
try
the
this at
cryptids are
home.
born.
Let me see. Yeah, Eva was saying yes, you leave the broom. Because if you take it, you taking on the turmoil that you swept with it.
Just burn some sage. It'll be fine. Keep that broom.
Yeah, but open your windows because you don't want the demons doing the crypt walk.
That is true.
You got to let them out.
We are going to do another sprint. I love y'all.
I'm not about to deal with y'all crypt walking demons in your house. I'm not about to deal with it.
Oh, one of them that I always used to do real quick, New Year's, you always have a man come in your front door to be the first person to come into your house. And when my father was alive, he used to always come over on New Year's and he'd be like, nobody can leave. Don't let nobody in until dad comes over. So he would always be the first male into the house. Then when he passed away, I made my husband go out the back door and come around and come into the front door.
I've heard that one before. I never understood it, but I've heard that one.
I have no clue what it does.
It's good luck for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I heard of the
black
collard
eyed
greens
peas?
and black. There
Yeah,
we go.
like
Black eyed
black-eyed
peas,
peas,
collard
yeah.
greens.
Yeah, like black eyed peas and stuff. Yep.
Like, so we're going to do that other sprint because we could sit here and talk about superstitions all day.
Right. Yaz up here asking about superstitions and ain't putting not one in there.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, she said
You want to know some Australian superstitions? Why you asking us?
You know what? She's from Australia. Oh,
go ahead and put that in the chat while we over here sprinting.
Right.
3, 2, 1. All right. How did everybody do?
I started watching Dead Meat, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Kill Count.
Okay.
I love that channel.
Because I was finished for the day, so I'm like, let me just relax.
I made me some tea and I am at 886 for the day.
Nice.
I don't know if this 4,000 gonna happen. I don't know if that's gonna happen today.
Okay.
You want help making it happen? I said, you want help making it happen? We can keep going.
That sounds sinister.
Right.
I'm like, what? I don't know if I want help. I don't know.
You want help making that happen?
I'm not sure. I don't think I do want help. I think I'm gonna just sit over here by myself and be like,
I don't like that.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you did make it sound kind of sinister because I sit over here like, what you mean?
I'll give you some motivation.
I'll give you something to write about.
What is happening?
That's where you just log out.
Leave
You know what?
studio.
I'm done for the day.
Oh my gosh. How did everybody else do?
I'm almost done with this resume and cover letter. I'm
Okay.
just working on the contracted work, and then I'll do my my nonfiction. I mean, my fiction writing tonight.
I had a mommy moment, and then I started working on planning out the next chapter. So,
I jumped on Facebook and got distracted. Got into what I was supposed to be working on, like with 5 minutes left of the sprint.
See, Facebook is
Facebook is
It
the
is.
devil.
Yep.
it is the killer of productivity.
It sure is.
so Yaza did answer our question during the sprint. He said that he doesn't know of any Australian superstitions, but there's a British one where if you see a lone magpie, you salute it and say, "Good morning, Mr. Magpie," to ward off bad luck. So as he was walking along one time, he said it. He saluted a magpie and he swears to us like 10 minutes later, and then I think it got kind of mixed up, but he wrote it back down here. He found a random $220, $100. I don't know why I can't say the $220 on the floor. So now every time he salutes a lone magpie.
So I'm assuming the person that lost the money did not.
Hey, Mr. Are you a magpie? You look like a magpie. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. Oh, you was a
I
red
wouldn't know a
bird? I'm
magpie.
sorry.
And so then Haley was talking about the birds, and then Jace talked about the animals. And I personally believe that, yes, animals and bugs sometimes can carry certain messages. And then sometimes it's just a bug. You just got to take it out.
Wow.
It just depends. I mean, it just depends.
Sometimes it's Charlotte. Sometimes it's not. You just don't know.
Right. You just got to be willing to listen. No. Let's see, Debbie got 24. Haley got dressed in almost a full Michigan uniform. Okay. BC Brown Books managed to knock out.
Whoa. What? Wait. No. What is a full Michigan uniform?
We're going to let her explain that in a minute.
Please.
Go ahead, Haley. Explain that.
I'm intrigued.
So BC Brown managed to knock out another 5 pages, add 64 words, and put out the same grease fire the roommates started while making bread. Why y'all started grease fires? Who's like today? It is Friday, people. I need y'all to get together.
Maybe they forgot the pot. They
need
just
to get it together.
On the stove.
Hey, it happens. Sometimes you think you turned the burner off and you didn't. You turned it on high by accident, and next thing you know, you got flames. It's happened to me before.
That's a lot of explanation.
I'm just saying, sometimes it happens. We're not gonna judge.
Cash got defensive.
No, because when it happened, I was talking to the Naked FireFly, and I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. I've been cooking since I was 7. That ain't never happened to me before.
Lid on top. You put a lid on top. I need y'all. Put a lid on top. I'm not judging.
A rag over it too.
Right. I'm not judging.
I had no sense.
Just
I'm
spread
not
the thing
judging,
with
but
water
I
in
need
there.
to know what was going on with this roommate. Like, was the roommate not paying attention to the bacon cooking? Like, what was being cooked for breakfast? First of all, I need to know what was happening. So we're waiting on Haley, I think, still.
Yeah, I need to know what a Michigan
about the
uniform.
full Michigan uniform. But here is a quote to make everybody go out. So as you enter positions of power, dream a little before you think. By Toni Morrison, may she rest in peace. Yes, I'm a Toni Morrison fan. I don't care what the rest of y'all say. Y'all on my channel. I'm just saying.
I mean,
we not here for no Tony slander. What you mean?
Oh, fun fact.
She popped right back up.
I considered her.
Hold on. We're not here for no Tony slander.
Oh, here she comes, causing trouble.
I thought when you said she popped right back up, you were talking about Toni Morrison.
Morrison.
I'm like,
I did too.
what are we talking about?
Somebody got a hold of her hair.
I'm like, hey, what happened? Like you saw me, but
wait, hold on, y'all.
What just happened?
We got poet zombies now.
You know what?
See, that's what you got into, Queen.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Okay, so Haley explained it. A full Michigan uniform is shorts and a Michigan State, University of Michigan hoodie, socks, and sandals. I'm just wearing shorts and a sweater. Got you. Okay. Got you. All right. BC Brown Books explains that he was making his lunch for today before he left. He wasn't paying attention, and his bacon, I told you it was bacon.
It's always bacon.
It got out of control. I was luckily grabbing a drink when it happened.
You cannot leave bacon to simmer by itself.
You cannot. That's one of those you cannot.
Nope.
But it's okay. We let Cash stop with the eyeglasses. We feel you through the eyeglasses. So
you know what? I'm about to drink my tea. I'm Kermit over here.
Not Kermit.
We're going to go ahead because I see that the time is up. We don't have time to do another sprint. Because I got lasagna soup downstairs cooking. I am hungry. I know for everybody else, it's early in the morning. For me, it is dinner time.
Oh, it is lunchtime here.
Yeah, it's 12 p.m. my time.
Oh, so it's lunch. Well, it's dinner for me. So we're going to go ahead and do our outros. We could start with Jace this time. So I know Cash felt like I was picking on her earlier. I love you, Cash.
I am Jace Maxwell, author and editor. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Sherrell.
I am Sherrell Writes, Queen Trap. It depends on which circuit you're in. Soon to be best-selling author and presenter of all things creepy and horror with my literary magazine.
We're speaking that into existence.
I like that.
I know, right?
Go ahead, future bestseller.
Yeah. I'm Dahlia DeWinters, romance author, writing horror under the name Zane Hill. And that's about it for me this Friday. I checked out about 20 minutes ago, so.
Okay, well, y'all, I'm KaShay. I write short stories and poetry, working on that first novel. Glad to be back. I missed y'all this past week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So it was great to be back. Thank you for having me, the Naked FireFly.
And I want to thank all of my co-hosts for joining me today, because I don't know how entertaining I would be if I was up here by myself. No telling what would be said, but that's okay. I love you all. I am the Naked FireFly. This is my channel. I'm going to share all of these lovely people up here. They're linked down below. Sherrell, she's starting her YouTube. So y'all be looking out for videos. Y'all be looking out for videos, but everybody else's will be their social media will be down below. I write romance, women's fiction, mystery, as well as middle grade fantasy. I have not given myself a title yet. We are leaning towards some things, but that's okay. We got things in the works. We got things in the works. Follow me on all my social media. Sign up for my newsletter, even though it's still being revamped. But hey, it will come out sometime, hopefully this month. We will see what happens. And thank you all for joining us in the chat. I will see y'all next Friday. And who's doing a sprint next today? Do we know?
I think Friday's pretty empty. I'm not sure, actually.
Only thing I know is tonight when Sarah streams.
Yeah, that's the next one I know of.
Sarah's doing one tonight. I'm not sure if anybody else, if you're not sure, check the spreadsheet on the AuthorTube group. Yeah, so we can say our goodbyes. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.